Welcome to Uncle Brent's Shed, Crook as a Dog edition. Been doing a bit on the VC rust repairs. I've made a pattern up. It took me probably over a week after work to get the pattern organised. Well, as close as I could to not perfect, but good enough. You know what I'm saying? Right, so that's the patch I've come up for the inside of the kick panel. I still have to make I've started making a wooden buck, or whatever you call it, to clamp this on, and then beat this edge in with a hammer. I'll show you that in a minute. Rightio, so there's the rotted out bit, as I showed you on the last episode. Now initially I made up a cardboard thing. You can see where I've marked it all out. I've gone from that body seam line there, just as a guide, up to the bottom of this hole, across this hole here. Obviously I've made that longer here, but that can be cut and trimmed to suit. I think originally this panel's gone underneath the floor section, and the floor sits on top of it, but I'm just going to stitch that in on top there, and yeah, that doesn't fit too bad. Now the other thing is I can picture is these cars aren't all built exactly the same, if you know what I'm saying. Like, that's got a bit of a bow in it, so yeah, they're all going to be slightly different from the factory, but I think once that's welded in there, that's going to strengthen that up a whole lot. The other thing I might do yet too is weld a bit on the back side of this, so once this is cut out, this new section, I have a bit that'll slip up in behind that, just for strength, and you're not going to see it, and it'll be a little bit easier to weld. So here's my original plans. The original plan that I measured up by eye and whatnot. That's the one to get my hole cut. This edge goes along the edge of the door frame seal. Yes, don't really need that. See the little hole I was talking about? Right, so I've actually made 6 of these. Obviously they're all the same shape, and then this edge here just gets bent in the opposite direction, and same as that hole when the edge gets beaten into that. So I've actually made 6, so I'll probably keep 4 for myself and probably give 2 away. If anyone wants 2 on here on YouTube, let me know, and don't fight over them, and I'll post them out. So here's that piece of wood I was telling you about. I marked this out last night, cut that hole, a little bit rough, but it'll be okay. So the plan is, obviously that hole's cut bigger than this. I'll line that up all square, put some wood screws around the edge to hold this, and then hopefully I can slowly go around there and bash the edge in so it's got a 90-degree lip to it. Well, that's the plan anyway. See if I can bugger this up. there's a possibility I'm supposed to have something clamped over the top of this, like another piece of wood with a window in it, but I haven't done that. Let's see how this goes first. Now, I've got to admit, it looks okay, but it didn't turn out how I wanted it to. This material is probably too thick. I forget what it is. It's 1.8 or something. So, 1.6 I reckon it is, mil, so it's pretty thick. But, yeah, looking at it like that, it doesn't look too bad, so it's only going into a rusty car anyway, but I just wanted to prove to myself that it could be done. So I've never done this before. I've only watched other videos of it, obviously. So we'll unscrew that now and have a look at it from the other side and see how terrible it is. Alright, it's not great and it's not terrible, but at the end of the day, you're not really going to see it. As long as it adds a bit of structural strength to the car. Now, I have had a bit of warpage as well, that way. I'll grind that lip is all uneven on the back, where I've just punched it over. So I'll grind that back till it's pretty well even, and then that's as probably good as I'm going to be able to get it. So yeah, and then I'll make a reverse pattern on another one, so I've got a left and a right. Right, just to come up with a plan to evenly grind that lip down, I've just got this bit of quarter plate here, fat die. I'll just hold that there and then just run the flapper disc around, get that all at the same height. That's probably the most simplest way to do it. Alright, I'll give that a crack. Just got to get rid of that burr on the edge there and duplicate that on the left side. Alright, I think we'll leave it there with this video. Yeah, reasonably happy how that turned out. Yeah, the video's already 10 minutes long, so I'll just cut it here, and yeah, so it'll be probably 2 weeks before I get around to welding those patches in. So I've also got some parts for the convertible, as you'll see at the end of this video. I got some parts off eBay: water pump, fuel pump, and an ignition barrel. And yeah, wife doesn't know, as you know, she doesn't watch these shows anyway, so all good. All right, we'll leave it at that. Cheers for watching, and look after your mates.